their defense a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Breeze now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. 0-2. 21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Kill.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know you do it with a little bit of humor. Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Lock in. Lock in, lock in.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Red, up.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Let's go. Move.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Move.
Trubisky to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Alex Okafor with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still 1st half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 59 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there from 8 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw with Breeze. His throw incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
95-56.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You see it? Hey, gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 65 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol, trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie. Harkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Hey, kill!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. In the books, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spinning away, and now running right through it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Got it!
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Red, up.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Red, up. Gotta go.
Now Trubisky on first down. That is caught by Cullen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run forward with Howard, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
We're on the ball after this. Lock in.
On first and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
As we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about
over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
21. Over. 80%.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down.
Under. 80%.
Now Breeze got to have this one. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
21.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
11.
Now Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing now is Breeze. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover.
Go is a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Play action. Now Trubisky.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Brees. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. To throw is Brees. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bears will get the football back. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
You see it? You see it?
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A strong running. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
That